go another.
I just found out I can go to the attorney sessions. I didn't know that.
I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee for September 6, 2022. First, on behalf of this committee, we'd like to send our condolences to Trustee Bailey and the Mitchell family for the loss of their mother, Lori, over the weekend. She was our village clerk for many years and did so much for this community and this village. So our condolences are sent to the family. Thank you. Next, I'll ask clerk to please take roll call.
Chairman Sipes,
Here.
Vice Chairman Beck,
Here.
Trustee Kidd is absent. Mr. Tricky,
Here.
Mrs. Bailey,
Here.
Mrs. Miller.
Here.
5 present, 1 absent.
Thank you. We have a quorum. First on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from August 1st. Do I have a motion, please?
So be.
Second.
I have a first by Mr. Tricky and a second by Mrs. Miller. Is there any questions or anything? Seeing none, can I have roll call, please?
Chairman Sipes,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Beck,
Aye.
Mr. Tricky,
Aye.
Miss Bailey,
Aye.
Miss Miller.
Aye.
5 ayes, 1 absent.
Minutes have been approved. Next, I present ordinance 4222, a variance for side yard setback for a carport at 14 Gilbert Terrace. May I have a motion, please?
So be.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Tricky and a second by Mrs. Bailey. Could I have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. The applicant would like to build a carport to provide more covered parking at his home. His driveway goes right up to the side lot line where his lot abuts a vacant, village-owned lot that we acquired with the flood buyout program. So he would like his carport to go right up to that side lot line as well to use his entire parking surface and to make it easier to get in and out of his one-car garage that he has. This carport would be open on all sides, which is required because the property is in the floodway. Staff recommends approval of this variance because we feel allowing the carport to be right up to that lot line would not be a detriment or a danger to the area from a variance standpoint. The Planning and Zoning Commission voted to recommend approval of the setback variance as well.
Thank you. Is the applicant present? Would you like to address the committee? Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions for staff or the applicant? Seeing none, could you please take roll call?
Mrs. Miller,
Aye.
Mrs. Bailey,
Aye.
Mr. Tricky,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Beck,
Aye.
Chairman Sipes.
Aye.
5 ayes, 1 absent.
That passes, and I'll go on to the September 19th board meeting with a positive recommendation. Next is ordinance 43-22, a zoning map amendment from the single-family residential R1 district to the two-family residential R2 district at 909 Drexel Boulevard. May I have a motion? So made.
Second.
I have a motion by trustee Beck and a second by Mrs. Miller. Can we have staff report, please?
Yep, this applicant wishes to sell their duplex that was built in the single-family residential district before the village incorporated. This duplex has been here since 1962. It has continually been used as a two-family building, and this requested zoning change would only bring it into the correct zoning district so that it becomes a conforming property and the owners don't run into any issues when trying to sell it. Staff recommends approval of the zoning change, and the Planning and Zoning Commission voted to recommend approval as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't see an applicant. Does anyone have any questions for staff? Seeing none, would the clerk please take roll?
Mr. Tricky,
Aye.
Mrs. Bailey,
Aye.
Mrs. Miller,
Aye.
Chairman Sipes,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Beck.
Aye.
5 ayes, 1 absent.
Thank you. That ordinance 4322 will go also to the September 19th board meeting with a positive recommendation. Next on the agenda is reports. Does anyone have any reports? Hearing none. Next would be, do we have anyone with public comment that would like to address the committee? Seeing none, call for a motion to adjourn.
So be.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Tricky and a second from Mrs. Bailey. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And opposed, nay. We are adjourned. Thank you.